Richmond, Virginia has a very complicated history around racial injustice and inequity, starting with being one of the largest ports for enslavement and then becoming the capital of Confederacy. And we're still entangled within this complicated racial history.
History leaves scars, and that's the work that we're here to unpack.
There are symbols all around us that are supposed to identify the pride and celebration of the heroes of the Confederacy. But Richmond is also a predominantly Black city. So to be in a space in which you're constantly reminded of your ancestors being brutalized, being tortured, it means that you aren't seen as a human being. So we talk about truth, racial healing, and transformation through art activism strategies.
Since we've inherited this history, what do we kind of do next?
So this is the first museum crawl.
The crawl is the beginning of an ongoing collaboration between 6 museums, history and art museums from different perspectives, in an initiative called Intersecting History.
Intersecting History is a real opportunity to bring our key cultural institutions together in a museum crawl. To say, how do we bridge those stories together? To go from one museum to another and not only celebrate the Kahandiwali sculpture coming to the VMFA, but also to be able to see it in connection to other exhibitions at the other museums.
Thinking, well, where do people enter into historical narratives? And museums and institutions was a great place for that. In Richmond, we have lots of monuments, lots of art, right? So the healing needs to happen through the arts because a lot of the humanization has also happened through arts.
When you get to that point where you don't know how to communicate with a different culture, then when you start talking through drawings or working on the same mural with someone that doesn't speak your same language, there's something that happens there that brings them together just through the making. I had a couple of students that started coming to our art classes. They were coming from Mexico. They're middle school kids, very shy, very timid. Every kid that immigrates by land has had a traumatic experience. But what I saw in them through drawing or painting or sculpture, they were able to voice out those traumas and get rid of them and just transform that trauma into healing and into power. Racial healing has been always connected with creative healing. That's how I encountered it, and that's how I understand it. And I've always been able to open up this big, delicate conversations between race and community groups and divided groups because I'm working with drawing, because I'm working with painting or sculpture or music or dance.
Every day we write the history of tomorrow. And so if your decisions in your society are not matching with the words that you want to see, then that's a good place to start.
That's what truth, racial healing, and transformation is about. It's about creating intimate, honest conversations among different groups of people. It's about creating art that expresses different realities. It's about having places where everyone can come and share honestly about who they are.